All right, folks, you're not going to believe this. I mean, the last video I did, I almost couldn't believe it. Thank you, His 100 Sheep, for sending that music score in. Nimrod, remember? Okay, get ready, folks. There's a new Bud Light commercial out, and there's a new BMW commercial out, and y'all are going to freak out. Get ready. This is what the Lord showed me this morning. A friend of mine sent me the Bud Light thing, and then I discovered the BMW thing on my own this morning. It just actually popped up. The Lord obviously led it. Y'all aren't going to believe this. But before we do it, this is the new Bud Light commercial. Okay, it just came out during an episode of some new program that's on TV. But I'm going to show you a Bud Light commercial that I broke down for you in 2014. And we're going to pick up halfway through the Bud Light commercial. I highly suggest you go watch the whole Bud Light commercial. This one right here. It's called These Are Their Plans. I'm going to pick it up at about the 7:36 mark, where this guy Ian, it's the Bud Light "Are You Up for Anything" commercial, where he makes a deal. He shakes a girl's hand. There's light in between their hands. He makes a deal with the devil. And then he's with this girl, and this girl gets in an elevator, and her twin is in there. And there's a guy wearing the same clothes as Ian, and he's black and Ian's white. And their names are significant, and the llama is significant to right now. This is 2014. It's significant to all the other commercials I just did. It's going to blow your mind. So watch this. If you haven't watched the last 5 videos on the Jonathan Kleck channel, don't even watch this video until you go watch those. Otherwise, you'll never get this. So go back and watch the last 5. Here we go. Okay. Now, here's Don Cheadle. Now, by the way, for you people out there, a guy named Alvin Francis in San Antonio is I've known him for 30 years. He's black. He and I have been in martial arts for a long time. He's actually in the Karate Martial Arts Hall of Fame, so don't ever try and pull a race card on me, okay? The point of this is Don Cheadle is wearing the identical coat as Ian. He's got the same handkerchief, and he's with a white llama. This is extremely significant. The llama is from the Incan creation myth. That's where the law, if you look at... Okay, I'm going to pause this. So, remember, we just dealt with the Sefer Yetzirah, the Kabbalah book of creation, and it's of the matrix of the eye. It's the forming of the eye, which is the all-seeing eye, which is all flesh, subsequent to Adam and Eve, starting with Cain and Abel. Watch this. The Incan creation legend is llamas were used for the sacrifice, and it's an Incan creation mythology. White llamas were used for animal sacrifice. What is in the commercial? I didn't snap what the white stood for. The white jaguar, a white sacrifice, like a white llama, the white car, the white Arch of Baal. Now it's red. Watch this. This is 2014. Pay attention. Mythology of the llama is from the Incan creation myth, the creation of humanity. Okay, well that's what we're dealing with. We started in the garden, in the bar, the beer garden, with the female warriors. Now he has made a choice. His choice put him into a half black, half white paradigm, which is me and you and everybody on the planet. However, that paradigm, that seed that entered us a long time ago, is now becoming homogenous in the human race, and you'll see that in a minute. Because just like Lady Gaga said, the birthing of the new race, that's what this is all about. This is about a new race birthed within the human race. So here comes Don Cheadle with the llama. The llama also represents a sacrifice. Okay, here we go. Same coat, same coat, same hanky, same hanky. Don, how are you? Let's see. How are you? Stand by,
So here the twins are. But look at Ian. Here's a set of twins. They're like fraternal. Here's identical. Okay, Ian's white, he's black. This represents the condition of the human race. That is a representation of us. There's light and dark in all of us. However, the human race is changing into a homogeneous thing. There's a new race being birthed within the human race because of the serpent seed within us. That's what this is all about. Now, there's the sacrifice, and he's got his new homogeneous state, and they're going to take him to a party. Notice the color of the light when he enters into the party. It'll be red.
Okay, I just said notice the color of the light. Heck, I don't remember doing this. I mean, this breakdown. I mean, I know I did it, but I could never remember telling you. I said, look at the color of the light. So here's the same exact paradigm. Twins. Twin towers. Twins here. Twins, the whole, the whole arch of Baal with the twin towers in the middle of the arch. The sacrifice. I mean, guys, this is it, man. It's coming. Now watch. So he goes into this party and he walks in, it's red. And everyone there is twins. Can't make this stuff up. This is crazy.
It's a representation of who they serve. Go ahead. Everyone here is a twin. You walked in, the light was red. Everyone here is a twin. Guys at the party, everyone's holding the same thing from the altar. It's interesting, it's the light, but it was the light from Lucifer. Okay, continue. My mind is blown.
Did you hear what Arnold Schwarzenegger said? Prepare to be crushed. What did Tom Hiddleston say in the other one? Brace yourself. Now watch what's in this thing. This thing has the Hoover Dam in it, folks. Guess what the new Bud Light commercial has in it that you're about to see? The Hoover Dam. So pay attention.
Arnold Schwarzenegger represents a mighty man. Genesis 6:4, when the sons of God had intercourse with human women, they gave birth to mighty men. They were heroes, men of renown. So here he is, that's his representation. He tells Ian, prepare to be crushed. This commercial is telling the human race.
He's also wearing red, white, and blue. Same as the Ferraris. Same as Bud Light, dude. Same as England. Same as, the United States. Same as all of it. They're going to nuke us, guys. Here it comes.
Prepare to be crushed. This is also a sudden death match. You'll see that at the end of this. So here we go. Now watch Arnold. He's going to tell Ian, put your arms up like this. And the reason he's doing that is because there's a plaque at the Hoover Dam, and y'all saw it previously, but I want you to watch. We'll pause on that.
Look at what it says. They died to make the desert bloom. Meaning the human race died to make the desert bloom, which is the new race of beings that I've been telling you about for a long time. And this is just more complete evidence. You must stay tuned for the next commercial.
Okay. Arnold did it first. He said, let's see the arms in order to coach him. Arnold has an earpiece in. He's being told what to do from behind the scenes. You can see that, later in this video. So now he puts his arms up. This mimics the Hoover Dam. Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger tells this guy to get on the ground. The ground is blue. It represents water. Let's go. Pause. Okay, so now here is his head. There's Ian's head down by the water. This is an exact representation of the plaque of the Hoover Dam. Here is the bridge over the Hoover Dam. There it is.
Wait, let me show you this real quick. You gotta see this.
It represents water.
Watch.
Pause.
Okay, watch.
Okay, so now here is his head.
Watch.
There's Ian's head down by the water.
Okay, right down here. You see right down here, you see the eye, the nose, and the mouth that's in the water. And this represents the archway. And here's the water coming through the dam. Look at this. Look at this table tennis. It's the bridge at the Hoover Dam, people. I told you, and now watch this next Bud Light commercial. Watch what's going to happen.
This is an exact representation of the plaque of the Hoover Dam. Here is the bridge over the Hoover Dam. There it is. And the Hoover Dam would be back there where the swell is. I want you to notice this. The trophies graduate in size on both sides and make a pyramid. This is where the wall of the Hoover Dam would be. This is the bridge, the memorial bridge in front of the Hoover Dam. He's laying on the ground. He already raised his hands to mimic the plaque of the Hoover Dam. Let's keep going. He constantly is making references to Ian as my little man, my little princess. He's my little because Ian has a group of people rooting for him on these benches that are all wearing blue t-shirts. Blue represents water. What's on the blue t-shirt? Ian's face is on that blue t-shirt because
it also represents blood without oxygen. Dead.
He's the sacrifice. He's the sacrifice that's on the shirt. Now,
I want you to look at the number of people in this row. So count the number of people in the rows, okay? Pay attention.
on the other shirts that are white that were given to him, on the other shirts that were white,
666.
that were given to people rooting for Arnold, there's an image of a guy with his arms up, which is probably Arnold Schwarzenegger. Once again, a perfect identification with the
So there's 6 guys with blue, 6 guys with white on each row. 666, folks. I mean, my goodness. Get ready when you see this new Bud Light commercial that just came out. They're telegraphing their strike right now. I guarantee it's coming. I don't know when, but it's coming.
Okay, let's continue. This is very strange, guys. I worked in production before for my sunglass company, and been around enough stuff. We did some commercials for them for MTV and VH1, and you don't want a subject matter with one giant light like that. I mean, if they're filming, if they're trying to get the film, look how this glare is hitting the camera. This is not proper light. What I'm worried about is
I think it's representing a nuke going off also because it hits, the wall falls down, there's the big light, and the party begins. Satan's party, Satan's rule on earth is what this is. And here's the representation of the bridge at the Hoover Dam and the wall falling at the dam that fits right in with the prophetic utterance the Lord gave me in 2008. Now listen, you must stay tuned for the other commercials. You have to. You cannot leave watching this vid.
is this right here and the representation of that. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure. It could be the arrival of, something they know about that we don't know about, or it could be a representation of a nuke. I don't know. However, the law just fell to the Hoover Dam. That's what just happened. The entire law, that's where the Hoover Dam would be. And it just fell down. Well, here's the New Erased Names. And how do I know it's the New Erased Names? Because the name of the band is playing One Republic. I also know because of the bleachers. I told you this whole world is a half and half paradigm. You're half human and half something else. And I'm not going to get into percentages because it doesn't matter. You're part human, part something else. Don't believe me? Just go watch the 300 videos we got and try and, argue that kind of material. It's all a spiritual gift. It's a gift from God. It's trying to help you guys wake up. Okay, so here's the new group of people because the jam broke and there's a whole race of beings ready to go. There they are. And here's the bridge. And here's the water. Look, it's all blue. Well, let's go. Let's see who's playing. backwards, what you will find is it will bring up websites that are backwards, and it will bring up Warcraft. This Silver Crown is actually
I just said that on the new video.
Warcraft.
What?
It's actually a location in the game Warcraft.
God, Mars got a boy.
I think that would be almost insane if someone could try and believe that these are all coincidences.
There was the dam at the bridge at the Hoover Dam.
In the game Warcraft. I don't know if you think those are coincidences, maybe. I think that would be almost insane if someone could try and believe.
See, the dam's gonna fall. The dam's gonna go down. Then you're gonna find yourself on stage with One Republic. Get it? The New World Order, the new race of beings. They're one and they're a republic. They're together against us, like Ian. You know. Oh my gosh, Ian means gift from God. By the way, this is insane. So now I'm going to switch to this other commercial in just a sec. I just want to see what's going on here. Oh, wow, that's right. So Ian means gift from God. Watch this. Oh, my God. Check this out. Okay, wait. Check this out. Ian means gift from God. Kelly means female warrior. Guys, wait till you see the BMW commercial I'm about to show you. Ah, this is so crazy. You cannot make this stuff up. This is a gift from God. This is going to blow your minds. There it is. Ian means gift from God. Kelly means gift from female warrior. And she goes, if I give you this Bud Light, you know, are you ready for whatever happens? And he shakes her hand, and when they shake hands, there's light that emanates from their hands. And it's a deal with the devil. It like represents the fall. Oh my gosh. That's so crazy. So now watch this. Okay, hang on. I'm so excited. Let's watch this commercial just for another minute, and then we'll switch over to the new one.
His name is from God. She's an actor. He's not an actor. She says, you take the light, or you up for whatever happens. And he says, yes, I am. And so the whole human race becomes hybridized, turns into a twin situation, like the Twin Towers. And then it ends up being our ping pong table that looks just like the Hoover Dam, with the plaque of the Hoover Dam being an exact representation of what these guys are doing. If you believe that this is a coincidence, then you're living in some other world. I just don't think I think you're just asleep.
Wow. Okay, so I'll go back to this one on my own later. Let's get to it, man. Get ready, folks. Let's see Bud Light commercial. Here's a new Bud Light commercial. The new one that just came out. I think it just debuted. Here we go. Hang on. Okay, hang on. I want to get this volume all the way up. Unfortunately, the volume's kind of low. I can't hear it very well. And there's nothing I can do about it. So I want you to hear what he says at the beginning of this thing right now. Listen.
By Bud Light. Raise one to right now.
It says something to right now. And then I want you to, here's this Bud Light in the middle. And then the motorcade splits in half. It's like the road is splitting. Just like the Jaguar commercial where the Jaguar went down the other tunnel. Watch this.
The Bud Light Party believes in change. That's why.
The Bud Light Party believes in change. That's what this guy says. I want you to notice how his desk is strapped down with those massive tie downs. You see those? Buckle up. Remember the Jaguar commercial? Brace yourselves. Arnold Schwarzenegger, prepare to be crushed. This commercial, he's got his desk strapped down. He's supposed to be the president. He says this party believes in change. It's change of the human race, folks. What?
The Bud Light Party believes in change. That's why Bud Light has a new look. And we want to share it with everyone.
And we want to share it with everyone, a new look. Because everyone's going to become their race, or you're not going to get to stay. Now watch. He's at a baseball diamond. What's he doing there? It says we want to share it with everyone. He throws a strike. Get it? He doesn't just throw a baseball out like a president would. This guy throws a burning strike over the plate. Like missile strike. Watch. From our national parks to our furthest shores, because they're letting everybody know it's the whole country's going. Here we go.
Jackpot! Your living room. Look, I'm the young seats! Still the same refreshing Bud Light. The new look.
Okay, as soon as he says new refreshing Bud Light with a new look, look how the bottles turn blue. And so check it out. When he puts it on his desk, his whole desk starts shaking like and rumbling like a launch. Listen.
Look, I'm the young seats! Still the same refreshing Bud Light. The new look.
And it says right now, so I think they're telegraphing. I believe that they're telegraphing it's about to happen any minute.
Still the same refreshing Bud Light. The new look.
I'm trying to pause it on right now.
I'm the young seats! Still the same refreshing Bud Light. The new look.
I can't get it to pause at the right place, but it's saying right now. Okay, so I paused it on raise one to right now. Raise one to right now. It's got the Hoover Dam on it. And it's telegraphing a launch, a strike. So I'm not saying it's got to happen, so don't anyone freak out. Oh, you said it was going to happen. Man, if you can't see through this, that this is what's on the slate, you're blind. I mean, you're spiritually blind. You fit in John 9:37. I've come to judge the world, give sight to the blind, to show those who think they see that they are blind. When the Jews said, hey, are you saying that we're blind? Jesus said, if you were blind, you wouldn't be guilty. But your guilt remains because you claim you can see. If you can't see what's going on here, how in the world could you possibly be saved? I'm serious. How could you possibly be saved? Jesus said you'll know the time. Otherwise, you'd be a hypocrite. You can tell the sign of the weather, but you can't tell the sign of the time? You hypocrites. Guys, they're telegraphing it everywhere. If that's not enough, let me show you the new BMW commercial. Okay, remember Kelly, female warrior? This girl's name is Gigi. The word Gigi means Gabriel. I'll show in just a sec. Okay, there it is. There's Gigi. Gigi is a variant of the German name Gabriel. Oddly enough, I'll show you a picture I saw today. I was on a drive with my dad, and I looked over and saw Gabriel bail bonds, like to get out of prison. Anyway, watch this. Here we go. So watch the commercial.
Can you keep your eyes on Gigi? How about in the first ever BMW M2?
Just watch. I'll break it down after the commercial. 5.
So, which one is she in?
Okay, so it says, so, which one is she in? There it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, there's that number 5 again. Half and half. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a different commercial. This is the BMW commercial. We just watched the new Bud Light commercial, which is a launch, a strike, Hoover Dam. We just watched the old Ian Bud Light commercial. We just did the 3 Jaguar commercials. Now we're doing a BMW commercial. Now let me show you, let me break it down for you. Watch this. Okay, she's dressed in red. Remember, what's the name? Kelly, female warrior. Okay, what's the name? Gigi. I just showed it to you. Gigi, right there. Gabriel, like blow the horn, sound the trumpet. Okay, here we go. Now, it's going to do like a magician's trick, like keep your eye on the ball, where they put the cups over the ball and they move the cups around. Can you find which one it's in? Which one it's in? It's magic. Now, watch this. When the cars start off, they cross over like DNA. They're driving in the same strand as a DNA strand, DNA ladder. So the DNAs are going to cross over. Now, watch this. Then it's a countdown. Watch.
Keep your eyes on Gigi. How about in the first ever BMW M2?
The first ever BMW. First ever. Well, it looks like the DNAs are going to cross over right now. Watch. There they go. See it? That's DNA. And here comes the one in the center that she's in. Half and half. And here comes the red one down the center. And now it's the cup game. Where's Gigi?
So, which one is she in?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, if you haven't watched my last 5 videos, you better go check them out. Okay, just heads up. I mean, you add this together with Nimrod and the score for Nimrod, and you go back and when you watch these other videos, it's not even open for debate. I mean, if you don't see this, you're just spiritually blind. You can see nothing. They're telegraphing their plans. All right.